Hey, this is Carl, and here are my 5 reasons why I pre-ordered this custom Thanos. First, and the obvious reason, is that I love Thanos. I already have a few Thanos here in my collection, and this is the last Thanos pre-order that I have.
What?
So far, I have this custom Thanos fighting Silver Surfer. It's a diorama. I have this very beefy Thanos from the same studio as this Thanos actually. I have the MCU Endgame Thanos, the one with the armors from Iron Studios. And of course, the Thanos version 2 by XM, but just the solo one. So I really love Thanos, but I don't see myself pre-ordering another Thanos anymore. Unless if it's that damn good, of course. But I still do want a Thanos on Throne statue, especially the one from Sideshow. But if a pretty good custom Thanos on Thrones comes up, I'll definitely consider it. Second reason is the price. Although I love Thanos, I am still very picky with prices, especially with custom. And yes, this is a diorama since we have Lady Death here next to Thanos. This statue is actually just $1,200 US. Although the Thanos vs Silver Surfer diorama that I have only cost $950 US. The sculpt and paint is definitely more superior on this one, but more on that later. And I think the XM Thanos and Death diorama is almost $2,000 US. I'm not saying this one is better than that. Of course, XM is better since it has the more superior sculpt in every way possible. Plus, it has better QC and QA. But for a custom statue and a diorama, the price is definitely great and hard to beat. Plus, this Thanos actually jump-started a sub-cosmic group which led to my Annihilator collection, which I hope that you guys have checked out my videos on that. And the third reason is because of its size. Since this is a museum type statue, and I'm actually moving the direction of my collecting to museum type statues, I really love how easy it is to display this statue. The dimensions of the base, and just the base, is just 12.5 inches deep and 12.5 inches wide, because it's a circle or a round type of base. But the statue itself is 28 inches tall, and the fingertips of the Infinity Gauntlet here is the highest peak of the statue, and around 14 inches wide because of Thanos' right hand sticking out here. And the depth remains the same at 12.5 inches deep. I even have this guy displayed at my back. I didn't expect him to fit since the Thanos vs Silver Surfer diorama was taller than this. It's actually at like 31 inches tall. Also, I've seen people saying this is underscaled. It's actually not. Thanos in the comics is 6 foot 7 inches tall. That means he is 79 inches tall. So you divide that by 4 and you get 19.75 inches. So Thanos alone is actually 19.5 inches tall. He's short by 0.25 inches, but you get the idea. And here's this Thanos also compared to the XM version 2 Thanos. Quite a difference, right? Looks like XM is now 1/3 scale. Fourth reason is the sculpt. The first Thanos I got from this studio was a bit disappointing, honestly. Lots of miss on the paint, and somehow just the finish isn't what I was expecting it to be. When I saw this Thanos revealed, I immediately fell in love with the sculpt. First, for Thanos, he is more comic accurate than the first Thanos, or any other Thanos for that matter, that I have. Has a blend of areas with textures and some parts without. The yellow parts are sculpted really good, and you could definitely tell that it's armor, supposed to be armor. And as for Death, the intricate details on his dress is just amazing. Really glad the factory was able to capture those. It's like 95 to 99% there. They don't look like they were erased or whatever. Both are equally great in terms of sculpt, especially the anatomy. I love it that Thanos doesn't look like a fat guy here. Yes, I know that is what he looks like in the comics. His anatomy in the comics looks like that. But I prefer him to look like this, where he's just like a pretty muscular buff guy. And for the fifth reason, and the last reason, is back then when I pre-ordered this Thanos, it was easily the best custom quarter scale Thanos in my opinion. That is standing up. Yes, standing up. And that does not include thrones, because there's actually one custom Thanos on throne statue that to me looks pretty good. Not that I'd get that over this one, but it's worth mentioning, and it might also be worth considering. So back to my reason is, back then I thought this might have a potential to be a Thanos Grail, since the Sideshow Thanos on throne never reached that status because of its edition size. I think there's like 7,500 pieces. Oh, and by the way, this Thanos has an edition size of just 50 pieces, and I got number 26. So if you will ask me if this is a grail, my answer will be a no, but it's definitely a pretty good Thanos to own. Especially if you are looking for a more comic accurate Thanos, then I could definitely recommend this one. So that's the end of my list. Tell me down in the comments below on what you think is the best Thanos quarter scale statue of all time. Honestly, for me, it's still the Sideshow Thanos on throne, but this one is actually also pretty damn good. Thanks for watching till the end. Like and subscribe. This is Carl, and see you in the next one.